describe a Pinterest pin? How do you write a caption on Pinterest? How long should your Pinterest pin descriptions be? What keywords should you add? What about hashtags? If you've got any questions about Pinterest pin descriptions, be sure to watch this video. But first, give me a quick thumbs up if you love Pinterest tips. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I've got weekly videos just like this one. This video is all about helping you write those amazing Pinterest pin descriptions that are not only going to rank in search results, but get you the click. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 steps that you can copy to write perfect pin descriptions. But I want to start with a quick warning. You want to make sure your pin descriptions don't look like this or even like this. Yeah, resist the urge. Don't follow what you see others doing where they're just dumping a bunch of keywords with slashes and dashes. You definitely don't want to keyword stuff your descriptions. Not only is it lazy, but it's basically what spammers do, and you don't want to get in trouble on Pinterest. Instead, I encourage you to do the basic thing and actually write sentences for your pin descriptions. And I'm going to show you exactly what to say in this video. I also want to tell you to not add hashtags. Hashtags are no longer a thing on Pinterest, so that's one less thing for you to worry about. But if you've got questions about that, check out this video. I did all about hashtags. So first step is to find your keywords. You need to know exactly what those words and those phrases are that you need to use in your pin descriptions. So the best place to go for this is actually just the Pinterest search bar. So over on Pinterest, you want to start with the search bar. So knowing what your blog post, product, or whatever page you're promoting on Pinterest is all about, you should have that one keyword phrase. So for example, I'm going to be writing a pin description with you for this blog post on creating a workout plan. You can see that phrase is even in my link. So over on Pinterest, I'm going to search for workout plan, or workout routine is a similar keyword. So click on the search bar. You're going to want to make sure you're searching all pins. So click all pins here, and then I'm going to type in workout. You'll notice automatically it's starting to populate keywords. So you can note these. So we've got workout program, schedule, attire. I'm going to keep going. Workout plan. So we've got for men, for women, to lose weight at home. These are all related search terms that users on Pinterest are searching for. So if your blog post or product is an answer to these exact queries, you want to make sure they're all in your pin description. You can also search for related words like routine. So we also have at home, for the gym, schedule for women, for beginners. That's another. So we've got a bunch of terms. You can always click on the search bar again, and it's going to bring them up for you. So that's the number one thing. Let's upload our pin and start writing, and I'll give you my formula. Quick note about adding your title. So when it comes to pin titles, I usually just do a variation of my blog post title. So we can see here that I've got all these pins, steps to creating a workout plan for beginners, how to create a workout plan. They're just variations of the same keywords, which is creating a workout plan or workout plan for beginners. So let's upload one of these pins and write that pin description. Wondering how long your pin description should be? Best practices say minimum 100 characters, but at most you can write 500 characters for your pin description. So the first part of the formula, this is step 2, is to ask a question or two. Focus on what it is your key audience needs help with. So I like to be as inspirational as possible, as remember, Pinterest is an inspiring place, but I also want to lean into the emotions. So what do you think people are searching for? How to do an at-home workout routine, how to create a workout routine or workout plan for beginners, you can see the types of questions that have those keywords in them. So write a question or two. Need help creating your first workout routine? So those are my questions. The third part that you're going to do is to encourage them by having a call to click. On Pinterest, we want to get that click. So if you're uploading a standard image pin or a video pin, you want to encourage your viewer to click. So I'm going to say, click here for, and in the next part of the formula, you're going to describe or preview your content, of course, using those SEO optimized keywords that you found in search. So by previewing your content, I mean, tell them about what's in your amazing blog post. Tell them about what's in your amazing product. Obviously, your title is the title of your product, but you want to preview it. You want them to know what they're getting when they click. So let's do that with this example. So I'm going to say, adding to that, click here for your step-by-step guide to building a workout plan with no equipment and no gym required. This is perfect for women, teenagers, or for men who are looking to lose weight at home. For the final part of the formula, you want to add a reason to click or a final call to action. So if your piece of content has a freebie, a printable, a guide, a video, a course, a infographic, something that's going to entice this pinner to click on your pin, you want to mention it. So I always like to add plus and then what else is included. You can also say, save this pin for later. That's another really popular call to action in the final part of a pin description. So remember when we saw schedule as a great keyword, you want to make sure that that's possibly something you add to your content as a freebie. So if there is a schedule, I'm going to say, plus get your free printable workout schedule for beginners with easy, maybe exercises like, and I would list a few exercises that I know people would be interested in. This is your content. So you're going to say, you're just adding more keywords and more ways for people to find your content in search. One final note. If you're using a plugin like Grow or Social Warfare to add your pin descriptions to your content on the back end, you may have noticed that when you pin your pins to Pinterest, it's not always pulling your pin descriptions. So that's why it's super important for you to optimize your open graph descriptions of your content. That might sound like a lot of technical jargon, but Open Graph is basically just a description of your content that is visible when your content is shared on Facebook or in some cases on Pinterest. So be sure if you're using a plugin that you have been adding your Open Graph description. Remember, this is what appears on Facebook, LinkedIn, and now sometimes Pinterest too. So you can't always rely on Pinterest to pull your full 500 character pin description. So have this as a backup, and it's 150 characters, and you can use a plugin like Social Warfare or Grow to add this to all of your content. Let's do a quick recap of my formula for writing pin descriptions so you can easily copy it. The first thing you're going to do is ask a question or two. Be sure to entice the pinner to click. Use their natural words and phrasing that they are searching for. The second thing you want to do is add a click here, where you're enticing them to click, and then follow that up by previewing or describing your content using as many keywords as possible. Remember, we are using sentences. And finally, you want to round this off with a benefit such as a plus, get a freebie, check out this course, watch this video, download this guide, whatever additional bonus your content has. And you can also use another call to action like save this pin for later. So there you have it. That's how you can write those click-worthy pin descriptions. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And of course, subscribe to my channel because I'm more than happy to be your Pinterest coach. And stick around. This video is going to be helpful to you. See you in the next one.